What's up, my friends? Welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today I want to talk about Final Fantasy 16 that is launching on PC in just 3 days. And I wanted to talk to you guys about this game because I played through it on the PlayStation 5. Thank you, Square Enix, for providing the review key for that. That was freaking awesome. I absolutely love that experience. Now, a lot of people seem to be on the fence about what Final Fantasy 16 is. Now, Final Fantasy 16 absolutely shares the DNA of the Final Fantasy series. Now, it is more in line with what I would say as a hybrid of Castlevania / Devil May Cry. Now, it's got that exploration and that eerie backdrop of medieval times, and then that Devil May Cry-esque type of combat experience. I mean, the designer of Devil May Cry is the one responsible for the combat in Final Fantasy 16. Now, the very beginning of this game does start off extremely story heavy. There are a lot of cutscenes in this game. I believe 11 hours in total. And when you play through that, I believe my playthrough was about 35 hours. So yeah, 11 hours of that was watching an amazing story unfold in some of the highest quality detail that I have ever seen. And if you got the opportunity, you can download the free demo right now and you can play through that first part of the game and see for yourself just what this game is going to look like and play on your PC. Now, I do believe that widescreen support is coming to this game. It was said in like an article the developer was saying, so I'm actually pretty happy about that, because right now in the demo, everything I've tried, I haven't been able to utilize like the ultra wide, but if it's coming, that is going to make this either way, I'm playing it through this game again. If it's not ultra wide, I'll play it on 4K. And man, I've spent some time with this demo. I've played through it a couple of times already on the PC, just in anticipation of how I want to like actually set it up and run when it comes out. I think I found the perfect balance between high visual quality and performance so far. I won't really know until I get actual widescreen support how that's going to play out. But man, I haven't been this excited to replay a game in a very long time. Now, back in my PS2, PS3, Xbox 360, Xbox days, I was really into that whole Devil May Cry combat, that hack and slash, that combo type gameplay. Like, I was really into that. And when I played through last year, when I played through Final Fantasy 16, I was just absolutely blown away. And the reason why Final Fantasy 16 is probably my all-time favorite Final Fantasy game, it really does have a lot to do with the whole medieval experience, and then the more mature undertone that this story has. Now, the characters, the supporting characters, the characters in the game, the protagonist, the antagonist, everything that comes together in Final Fantasy 16 makes this one heck of an amazing story. And toward the end, when you fight some of these bosses like Odin and just the ultimate, oh my freaking gosh, the intensity of these battles is just insane, because you get more than enough time in this game to like build Clive up and to like figure out how you're going to use which magic. And oh my gosh, it's just so freaking cool. The icon fights in this game are just, I mean, they're not like super hard or anything, but like the visual showcase that you get to experience, the high quality fidelity level of visuals in some of these like icon fights are so insanely cool. Like fighting gosh, what was the wind one in the very beginning of it? Oh my gosh, man, that fight is just so freaking cool. The wind effects and everything else throughout that whole stage, like leading up to that fight and everything. When you're going just through the castle to get to her, oh my gosh, My gosh, this game is absolutely beautiful. And I do hope that you guys will pick this up. Clive, very cool character, very cool character. I really like Clive. I really like, you know, Jill and everybody else, all the supporting, you know, characters. Joshua, like when you're, I don't want to spoil a whole lot. I mean, the game's been out for a whole year, but I don't want to spoil any of the magic that Final Fantasy 16 can bring to you. And this is my honest, you know, gamer to gamer feelings about this game. I know that over the years in gaming, we've started kind of getting this mindset that pre-rendered cutscenes are bad. Now, I've never really been on that side of the fence where I just want to play video games, I don't care about the cutscenes, blah, blah, blah. I've always found, even back to PlayStation 1 cutscenes, FOVs, to be a very integral part to my gaming experience. I loved seeing those amazing graphics that like your PS1 could do, like your PS2. I loved seeing that. Even though they were just pre-rendered scenes, they always gave us something to look forward to. Like, oh man, I hope PlayStation 2 graphics look as good as PlayStation 1 cutscenes. You know what I mean? Like, I always remember like going back to that. And I kind of feel like the cutscenes in these games and the way they deliver the story is an integral part that I still appreciate as a gamer, as somebody. To me, that adds significant value to my experience. Significant. Now, if that doesn't add value to you, it's okay. Like, you can skip the cutscenes in Final Fantasy 16 and just get to the action faster if you want to do that. I don't recommend that. I do recommend just taking it in and fully experiencing this, because those are the moments in between the combat, in between the gameplay, in between the exploration, in between all of that really make what Final Fantasy 16 has to offer even better than what you would normally get if it wasn't like these cutscenes. I like the story beats. I like the way it's told. I like the depth and the granularity that the Final Fantasy 16 experience brings to gaming. This is what I call an absolute masterpiece, a generation-defining masterpiece. Like, this game here will go down in infamy for me as one of my top favorite games ever played. And it's because of not only the amazing attention to detail and quality of those cutscenes, but just the amazing amount of work that went into bringing this experience together in terms of like the combat and how it evolves and progresses throughout the story and gets better and better and better as you continue to play through this. And just the controls make this game absolutely incredible. To play through this, I mean, my fingers were moving so fast and it just felt so good to pull this off. Now, Black Myth Wukong versus Final Fantasy 16, bro. And they're both supposedly ARPGs. Final Fantasy 16 completely knocks it out of the park for me because you feel like you are getting significantly better, and each fight is overcomeable. If you pay attention and you do this and you do that and you string together and you're doing what you're doing. To me, Black Myth Wukong feels like half luck, half skill, and it just never, and it just hasn't fully clicked with me on the level that like Final Fantasy 16 has. So when I look at an ARPG, a well-crafted, highly tuned, extremely good ARPG, Final Fantasy 16 is that template that I feel this is masterclass, masterpiece quality ARPG. Black Myth Wukong is good. it is good. Like, it is fun. You get in there, you start learning. Finally, you overcome whatever obstacle is there. After you just grind a little bit, then everything all of a sudden just gets easy. But if you're under leveled, everything is kind of hard and like feels cheap and stuff like that. But once you get to a certain level, it's not cheap anymore. It just feels good. Like it's almost I don't know, guys. I don't know. I feel like that game is the balance of it. Like, people will be like, ah, man, it's designed to be like that. I just think it's poorly balanced. I think it's poorly balanced, and it doesn't really, you know, tell you what to do. Once you grind to a higher level, like, those bosses are cakewalks. But grinding, do you really want to sit there and grind, or you just want to keep moving forward? I just feel like it's not anywhere close to being as balanced as what Final Fantasy 16 is. Final Fantasy 16 is is a project of love from the developers that have been creating these experiences for so long that they finally, this is like, in my opinion, this is like they're like, boom, this is what we've been working toward. And it shows. And it 100% feels like a well-oiled machine when you get in there and you start to progress through Final Fantasy 16. Some of the set pieces and backdrops and just the overall experience that Final Fantasy 16 was able to deliver for me, I still think about it, like, day in, day out. And I'm just like literally blown away at just how amazing this game is. If Alan Wake 2 was my game of the year last year, Final Fantasy 16 is literally on that level. Easily. Out of all the games I played last year, those two, I came away with those being like my absolute favorite games of last year, of 2023. They were incredible. And now to be able to finally play the experience of Final Fantasy 16 again on PC, which in my mind is going to be the ultimate experience for Final Fantasy 16, that's incredible. And yes, I am looking forward to God of War Ragnarok. I will play through that one again, but Final Fantasy 16 is going to probably get the rest of my attention probably this month. So I'm pre-ordering it today. I was going to wait, you know, to see if, you know, Square Enix was going to provide a review key for this one, but I feel like I want to buy this one. I feel like I want to buy this. I mean, it's $49.99. If you get the $69 version, you can get that with all the DLC and everything to greatly expand upon the experience. I have those on the PlayStation 5, but I just haven't played through them yet because I wanted to like just do a full, complete replay through on the PC version. So probably going to play through all that on the PC. So, all right, my friends. I hope that this video helps. I hope that this video will help push you over the edge to actually picking this up. I know that it sucks that we had to wait longer to play this on the PC, but we are getting the definitive edition. High quality visuals, high quality experience. It's going to be phenomenal. And I hope that you guys will join me in playing Final Fantasy 16 later this week or early next week. And let's talk about it. Let's talk about our experiences because I love this game. I think it is incredible. And I'm really, really, really excited to start playing this again next week. So, all right, guys, we'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.